More Magazine, Detroit, baby, we out here. You see what's going on, we activated, we ain't playing no games.
First and foremost, I think it's important for people to know how valuable the work that you put in, you feel me, is to the culture. For the people that don't know, and to be honest with you, if a person don't know, then they've been literally under a rock, you feel me, for over the last 10, 20 years, if you don't know about Stretch Money. And one of the pivotal times of Detroit music history, you were one of a few. And the only reason why I say few, because the only person that was getting radio play the same way was Tone Tone.
And Deezy.
And Deezy.
Yeah, it was literally us three. That's
Facts.
it.
And Deezy,
they was calling
us.
They was calling us like the Three Kings and shit.
For real.
At one point, like for like 3 years, like fact, like that shit in the newspaper, like Three Kings. And that was really just the way for a minute, because we did have a rock like that. We was the ones on the radio. Niggas got played on the radio, but y'all, they was in mix shows. We was in rotation. That's the difference.
Yeah.
It's a difference even with now. Like the niggas that's playing on the radio now is on the radio because they big, not because they put the work in and got on the radio. And then you gotta pay to get on the radio. You gotta pay for an interview, 5 to 7 minutes. Nigga, listen, it costs $500 for a 5 to 7 minute interview with Big Greg, and they play a song once, maybe in that 5 to 7 minutes. How you even play your song and have an interview in 5 to 7 minutes for $500? And then they got the mix show package where your shit get played in the mix, and that's like $700. So now it ain't a payola game. Now it's just, this is what it is. Buy this package with the radio.
Yeah.
So the niggas that's big is on the radio and getting played because they in demand, and the radio ain't doing their job if they ain't playing it. Everybody else might go in the mix show.
Copy that. So, and so, like you say, that is the distinctive difference when you get in rotation as opposed to, you know what I mean, the other way. So during that time, bro, like I said, you had one of the hardest albums. Like, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. That album, to me personally, that album got to go in the top 5 albums all time in Detroit history.
I respect that. I even with all this time, I've yet to like kind of like look at it like that, engage myself in that fashion. I've never like put my albums or myself up against everybody else, like, because that's just, in my mind, I'm just always on to the next creation and making something new. I've never was like, I know I'm top 5 like albums. Like, I know the impact of what I did though.
Yeah.
But I never even took the time to look at it like that.
No, because it definitely was like, you had songs like first off, the intro, you know my motherfucking name, nigga, Stretch Money. Yeah, you feel me? Like that whole vibe, like you came on there tripping. You had songs like Get That Dough.
Get That Dough.
A lot of people.
I had a lot of favorites. I had my own personal favorites from that.
What would you say was your personal favorite?
What You Saying?
Yeah.
Nigga, you ain't saying nothing.
Yeah.
I love that beat, man.
Yeah, that beat was sick, man.
The song with me and Helliver, Detroit City, because that beat was so cold. I begged Helliver for that beat. I begged him for it, like, and he was, you know, it was the motherfucker was so cold. Of course, he was trying to get his bankroll for it,
for sure.
But wouldn't nobody get it. I begged and begged until that bitch was just sitting there.
Straight
he
up.
was like, here.
Straight up.
So yeah, that one I have to put up as one of the favorites because I actually begged for that beat.
For real.
Da, 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 da.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. So yeah, man. And so cause some will say, and this is just facts of what some will say, oh, Take Money to Make Money. That was the one. But I ain't gonna lie, I beg to differ because on that project, bro, it was so many favorites. And even though they played that on the radio, but it was so much more that I'm like, this should be on the radio, or this could be. And
I think that that's like the wholesomeness of my legacy. Like, it's kind of like, you know, when you let me reword this. The thing about it is, when you got the album, it was like, oh shit. Like, oh, like, take money to make money. That ain't shit.
Yeah.
You hear these other 18 songs over here? This shit is crazy.
For real.
So it's like the excitement to take money to make money. And like, oh, because you know, it just made the city fall in love.
What year, if I may, what year was that again? Because I also think that what'll make a person appreciate that album even more is if it's your age. You get what I'm saying?
It's 2006.
So, you see what I'm saying? So if you was in high school listening to
Fresh
that,
out,
you gotta know it was way more on that motherfucker.
Yeah, and that was the thing. Like, I captured everybody, and like I said, like, I think with me, it was kind of like with Juvie and 400 Degrees.
Okay.
Like, you heard on the radio and was like, yo, I want to get this. I want to check this CD out. And then when you got it, and my nine is gonna ride with me.
Yeah.
And all that came on. It was like, whoa. It was like, yo, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I thought Dog was a joke.
Straight up.
Dog, sweet as hell.
For real.
So it was like, you heard Take Money to Make Money, Ballroom, Hustle, Steps, Smooth, Cool. Damn, we ain't never had nothing like this before. And you got the album, and it's like, woo, damn.
For real.
And he a young little street nigga, talking crazy.
Straight up.
So I think that was like the excitement, for sure. It was unexpected.
In terms of Take Money to Make Money, man, I talked to Helluva briefly about it, about the process or whatever, man. If you can, bro, talk a little bit about putting that together, like, because it was what it was, and it was brilliant how you did the ball, like how y'all meshed that together, bro. That was fire.
Well, let me explain it to you like this, bro. I was a kid, all right. There's no way I could take credit. I could take credit for what I did, but I can't take credit wholeheartedly for the idea. Even if you would have told me back then that Take Money to Make Money was gonna be the record, I would have been like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, for sure.
You know
especially as a kid, like you said.
Yeah, so, you know, I'm 19.
Yeah.
You feel me? So every session that me and Helluva had was magical, bro. Like, all of them was crazy. Every session had a special moment. Like, on one song I was recording, that motherfucking it came out like that, and everybody was like, that's it. You feel me?
Yeah. Like,
on another song, it was like, oh shit. You know what I mean? And then, like, back then, like, they called me the third verse assassin. Because, you know, back then we wrote whole songs, verses, 3 verses, choruses.
You know, you had to come that.
I followed through to the end. I was known for following through to the end, and I was known for taking my shit up there.
And when you say following through to the end, you talking about having consistent
all the way through. First verse, second verse, bro. Get that dough. Get that dough is 24 bars a verse. 3 verses. That's 72 bars on one song.
Man.
What I was on, I don't know.
And that's what I wanted to ask you. Like, what was you on with that record, bro? Because I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I woke up literally every day as a teen, you feel me, listening to that song.
Well,
you feel me? Like, the in-depthness to money. The way you was able to articulate how money works.
I had an understanding at a young age. I mean, my daddy was in the streets, and like, my daddy would always tell me, like, I want you to know the streets and the books. If you know the streets and you know your books and you smart, can't no nigga out here fuck with you. These niggas can't outthink you. And I've been on that tip my whole life. He told me that when I was 6. You know what I'm saying? But my daddy sold dope. He sold heroin, and he would take me with him, and I would watch him hustle, help him hustle. We'd get after he done, we get in the car. He hand me a bankroll, say, count that. You know what I'm saying? So early on, he made me understand right and wrong and what money was and what getting money was.
Absolutely.
And you know, also the fact that all money ain't good money. You know what I mean? So at an early age, I had an understanding. You know what I mean? And it's like my thing was I was raised by real street niggas, and all them street niggas didn't want me in the streets. Because I mean, was that the way to raise me?
Right. Correct.
As men? No, they wanted me to be better than them. Man, my daddy used to blow a dog up his nose and tell me, look out the window. Don't look at me. And then when he was done, he would say, hey, you see this shit I'm doing, this shit ain't right. I don't want you to be like me. I want you to be better than me. You know what I mean?
Real talk.
So we talking a 7, 8-year-old kid having that type of understanding. So yeah, I think we get that though, my understanding and perception and conception of money. My thing was I wanted to express the variations of it don't matter if you in the street, you hustling, you work a job, you slanging, do what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody. And I think that overall with Take Money to Make Money, the album, I spoke for everybody at that time. I spoke for every young nigga how we was living at that time. I spoke for my elders, who I'm the first young nigga to make something that the elders was comfortable with playing.
That's a fact.
You know, the elders is cool with all this rah-rah shit now, but back then in the era that I came up in, like I'm really like the first nigga to make a song where it was like people from 3 years old to 83 years old fucked with my record, bro.
In Detroit.
In Detroit.
Can't forget that.
Yeah.
For sure. So even with that, right? In terms of, because you end up going away for some time, do you feel like that kind of threw off your momentum? Do you feel like that interfered with your process or anything like that?
It was a setback, but I don't feel like it. A lot of people, I don't feel like it does. A lot of shit happened while I was locked up. When I was locked up, the wave of getting signed started happening. You know, that's something we've been trying to break the doors on for 20 years.
What years was that when you was locked up, so the people know?
14 to 17.
Okay.
So that was like, I'm in there and hearing about Dej Loaf and such and such getting on, and you know, I don't feel no way about that shit. I also was in there. I was locked up when Dog made the song, made the Getting That Money in California. Colonel Loud and T.I. and them made that record, and it was getting around buzzing. And I heard how the city held me down from DJs like DJ BJ and from all across the board. Like, they made sure that they reminded the city of my record when that record came up. So that was love, you know what I'm saying? But I was locked up for that. And to answer your question, no, I don't feel like it was a setback in time. That's it. Ain't no difference. I've been putting in the same work since I got out, and ain't nobody came and hollered at me yet. So no, it is what it is.
For sure. I heard you when you just mentioned, you said people was holding you down, and you mentioned DJ BJ.
Yeah.
We had an opportunity to interview DJ BJ, and in that he kind of expressed that it may, you know what I mean, the relationship may not be the same as it was back then. What do you think, or why would that be? You feel me? Especially being that you acknowledging that he did assist and play a role.
Well, that really happened in real life. It ain't no taking that away. Me and him, I mean, yeah, we probably won't, it won't never be the same. But that's because of what happened when I came down to the radio station, did the stretchable lecture. I got into it
Oh,
with
okay, I
all the
remember that.
rappers at the station.
I remember the when you dressed up as, I remember that.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. I got into it with the core. Shout out to the core. Because we did that shit like we was supposed to. It almost got a little rah-rah on some street shit, but we did that shit like we was supposed to. It stayed rap. We entertained back and forth, and then we was done with it.
But my only question would be, why would it be like in a sport like that? You know, you coming in, and this was with the Freestyle Fridays, right?
Yeah.
When we was going to the radio
Yeah.
station, everybody was rapping. Why would it be anything?
Because I said I wasn't in the room with them, they was in the room with me.
Copy
And
that.
that hurt everybody's feelings and made them niggas go crazy.
Do you think you misunderstood in that aspect, and you
I
just really just be
I
in the sport
misunderstood
of it?
a lot, but at this point in my life, bro, I just ain't got time to be feeling no way about the fact that I'm misunderstood. I'm just misunderstood. Flat the fuck out. And I don't give a fuck how nobody take me. I ain't tucking tail nowhere and for nobody. So either you understand me or you don't. See, the thing what motherfuckers got to realize about me, and the thing is, bro, motherfuckers judge you like, you know, when Pac played Bishop and Juice, he was Bishop after that. So niggas listen to Take Money to Make Money, and they play me like they think they got their perception of like this cool, humble, you know, kind-hearted guy or what, smooth nigga or whatever. And I've been this way this whole time. I've been a wild animal warrior, period. I've been this way. The niggas I was with used to always have to try to dim me and calm me down. And you know what I mean? So that's the one thing that niggas don't know. So everybody got that perception of the record that I made, and they think that I'm like that. So now all this shit is a surprise now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're going to go into some of these projects and kind of go behind the music, because I think this is relevant, because a person will try to put you in a box as to, you know, Take Money to Make Money album, that, but you actually got a great palette of work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man, I really got a Guinness Book of World Record amount of work.
What I'm looking at right here is off of like Apple Music, dating back from 2019, right? And that's just to show, cause you say 17, so I'm sure you dropped the album or something. It probably ain't no
fine.
here,
You can start there.
19, you got Double Impact.
That's that one ain't me. That's somebody that call themselves some New York nigga.
Oh, I see this. And Dog off the 25 miles per hour.
Nah, that's me.
Okay.
That's my project with Nick Speed. That's an
okay. That's Nick Speed on the cover right there.
Nah, that's me on the cover.
That's you on the cover right there?
Let me see what you're looking at.
This right here.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, okay. I can't.
It's just produced. It's produced by Nick Speed.
Okay, talk a little bit about it. Like what mind frame was you in when you was putting that one together?
When I got with Nick Speed and did that project, I really just wanted to. I felt like I was trapped in the streets, the sound, and I didn't want to be known just for that. I never just wanted to be known for a street sound.
Yeah.
I've been an artist and an MC this whole time. I never wanted to be trapped and confined in just one sound. That wasn't never my thing. So feeling like I was, Nick Speed was my outlet of let me create some hip hop and show niggas that I got this too.
Gotcha.
Cause I was tired of going to the Bullfrog with Marv and Mo Dirty and Quest McCody and all the other homies and Nick and them that would be in there, and they got, you know, it's a different sound. For the lack of a better word, we call it boom bap.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So I was sick of being over there with the dope ass boom bap, and I'm talking about hit the block with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I decided to create and start my hip hop genre side of my shit. And Nick Speed was the first.
Got you, man. I mean? Shout out to Nick.
Shout out to Nick Speed. We put together a classic. It raised eyebrows in the hip hop community. And I didn't even know it. Cause then like you know, shortly after that I went away.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What about this? What is this? Lil Duran from the Way Way?
Lil Darren from the
Lil
Way
Darren
Way.
from the Way Way.
Lil Darren from the Way
Yeah,
Way.
yeah.
Fire, 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 fire.
For you to
fire.
even name it that, like that had to be something personal to you.
Yeah,
I'm
cause
assuming at least.
it really that's what it meant. Little before Stretch Money, I was Lil Darren from the Way Way.
Straight up.
Flat the fuck out. So I really that was just telling the people that I'm back to the essence. Get this shit, that street shit y'all need. These principles and this sound that y'all need. Another one that got slept on, but that one in particular, I burnt that bitch on the CD and put it in the bag and sold it like dope.
Damn.
And that's
Straight
when
up.
I rode through the whole city and sold that shit like that in the bag, out of a little Ziploc bag.
Damn.
So the people who got it, they remember, they know.
Straight up.
Lil Darren from the Way Way. That's the legend of Lil Darren from the Way Way.
That's hard. That's hard. Yeah. Locked in 2019.
Locked in. Locked in was my attempt at, if you go and look at the track list, you know, it's cats from 4-2 Twin, Danny Always Winning, shout out to Danny, Cash Kid, Sada Baby, Buddy Montana, pretty much, man, down there the whole East is on that album.
Straight up.
And it just mean exactly what I just wanted to express, that I was locked in. Another one that got slept on.
Upper Echelon. Legend of the Silver.
Legend of the Silver Surfer.
Yeah. And you be having these crazy names, man, like movies and shit. Yeah. You feel me? Like all type of shit that a nigga gotta really dig into, and I think it probably better help you understand the album if you understand the title as well.
Yeah, absolutely, because I've gotten more into concept-driven tapes. And like, I don't just write a song or songs no more. I write tapes. I make little books. That's what those is for me. So the Silver Surfer is I chose to embark on that hip hop journey again and open these niggas' head up. So it's two of those. It's two Silver Surfers.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And then the Drunken Master, of course.
That Drunken Master. Crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah. I got a lot of love for the Drunken Master. Yeah,
man, I get so much music, like, cause a part of my job, I gotta listen to music, and I get so much. Yeah. Drunken Master was one of them that I had to, like, all right, I'm gonna put everything on pause and I'm about to breeze through this whole thing. You feel me?
Yeah, and it was a good easy breeze.
Yeah, too. For sure. Nice and short. I think it was like an EP, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's an EP. Yeah, it was an EP, like 5-6 records. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it was just another one of my books.
For sure.
You know what I mean? That was just a time capsule that I was a mode I was in. You know, I got the karate gis and all kind of shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it really was just about showing the hip hop community that I kick ass over here too. That's really just all this shit is about, bro.
Real talk.
I'm just displaying skill and having fun on these records, man. That's all I've been doing. I ain't been playing the card of, you know what I mean, oh, I need to make some street shit and whoop-de-whoop, and I need to make some shit that sound like this to keep my phone ringing. I've been doing what the fuck I want to do. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, you know, I can't make nobody like my shit. I'm not trying to. I got a core following that fuck with me, and that's all I care about. Run them numbers up. Get money. Sure. That's it.
For sure.
You know?
And just to fast forward, man, this latest one, man, with you and what's the brother name?
Valid,
yeah.
Bill and Isaiah.
Bill and Isaiah, yeah. Talk a little bit about that, man. I was listening to that on my way down, and I heard some of the tracks before, but I just was listening to it again. And man, y'all was going back and forth on them off the gate. You know what I mean? Talk a little bit about that one, man.
Bill and Isaiah, Stretch Money and Valid. Bill and Isaiah has by far been one of the biggest releases in Detroit City hip hop this year, 2023.
What makes you make that statement?
There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Not only did we drop and do numbers, we dropped merch, towels, t-shirts, basketball cards, stickers.
Mm-hmm.
We also had wrapping paper with our logo on it, along with the Slam Dunk package box. Nobody in Detroit has put together a package like that on the music side, on any side in Detroit has anybody put a package together the way we put a package together. Then not only that, we didn't fall short on the promo. We had 6 videos. We designed a complete 7-month run, and we've been rocking all year off that shit. And what I'm saying is, to be respected, there's no denying it, and it ain't no dissing. We really did the work. You feel me? From Metro Times to such and such, all kind of publicity. We ended up in New York at Shade 45 doing the freestyle. I tore that bitch up. Valid tore that bitch up too. You feel me? So with press, promo, marketing, merchandise, and me and Valid did it ourselves independently. Yeah, we'll take that one home. Biggest hip hop release in Detroit.
What does a gatekeeper mean to you?
I ain't never met one. I don't know what the fuck that is. I've heard the term like everybody else, but I don't know what the fuck that is.
Yeah.
Or who the fuck is gatekeeping? Cause I ain't never did no gatekeeping. You know what I mean? Like, so who the fuck is the
gate? Do you ever feel like you was kept against?
Well, see, I'm from a different era and time, my nigga. So, like, we ain't call it gatekeeping. We call it blackball.
Copy that.
You know what I mean? So, it was a time where I felt like that, but I don't give a fuck about none of that. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. None of that shit got nothing to do with how I'm hustling.
Real talk. Real
Period.
talk. Real talk. And so now my question is, because it's like,
but hold on. Since you bring up gatekeeping though, and you see all my work ethic, like my work ethic is there. Plus everybody see how hard I press independently with no budget. Why ain't nobody hollered at me yet?
Lately, man, the thing that's been going on is the controversy in terms of you reaching out to Peezy. You said you humbled yourself to say, hey man, I'm gonna go about this thing a little differently than what people perceive me to be, I'm assuming.
Absolutely.
And you said, hey, you reached out to him, and that conversation didn't necessarily go the way that you expected for it to go. If you can just elaborate a little bit about maybe the discrepancy, because I believe that you didn't even really directly talk to Peezy.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't. However, me and my representation spoke with his management. Okay. Instead of talking about signing, it was offered $1,000 for promo on the IG post. I felt like, damn, these niggas must don't know who they talking to. All right. We tried to make sure that they understood that they was talking to me. Apparently there was no respect in that. And that was that. So after that, in which we maintained respect and never spoke disrespectfully, I made a post saying that, well, okay, thank you to everybody that helped me get the conversation with Peezy. The conversation was give him $1,000 for promo. This shit went ghetto viral. And then he had to tap in and defend himself. Him, the real him. That's just the plain and simple. So now it's all of this rah-rah, this funny shit, and niggas hoeing me.
So yeah, so before we even for sure. Before we even get to that, right? I seen something where he said, or where it was said, I don't know if he said it. when looking to sign a person, I can't take the first people that reach out. And he also said, hey, it's people that's quote unquote younger, people that, you know, the young drill, where you would think maybe like, okay, the bag is there, or I can snatch him up and, you know, not to exploit nobody, but just, you know how the game go. Did you take that in consideration? In terms of like how you felt about the whole situation, and even with the whole idea of, and I'm not saying
I didn't feel no way about that. It was just like, okay, damn, we talking about paying for promo.
And that's what I was gonna say.
That ain't even what the post was about.
Right.
That ain't what the post was about. The post that he put up that made me do my post about tag him so I could have a conversation with him. The post was about signing. It wasn't about we doing promo.
Do you think that that was a bad, and it's not saying that you should have or shouldn't have, but do you think that $1,000 for considering his platform and considering everything he got going, do you think that that was bad, or do you think that was just bad for a nigga like you, or who you feel like?
I don't have a problem with how a nigga hustle. That just wasn't something that I needed to do. That's not what I need. We, like I said, we offered to even put together a $10,000 play. Look, $1,000 play. We passed that. Let's put together something a little bit bigger. We could put 10 together and we can do something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Together,
and we, like I'm saying, I mean, this is, it's on record. We got the receipts to show that. Like, it ain't no playing me like this was a petty conversation or a petty situation, or playing me like I was petty in this shit. Like, you feel me? Like, ain't nobody talking about that. Yeah. Look, nigga, we don't need $1,000 situation. We could put together a $10,000 play. What can we do? Dog was still talking promo. All right, boom. Then I made my post. So now we got all this going on. And I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Because in the last 48 hours, the same promo I was going to pay $1,000 for, I got for free.
Wow. And that's a thing that I seen in your my story. You was kind of alluding to that, basically, like, yeah, like along the lines of like, I can still start to, you know, turn the city up and, you know what I mean, in my own way. As soon as if I make a comment, it's gonna turn the city up. Do you, I don't believe you do, but I'm just asking, do you go into, I ain't gonna say go into it, that wouldn't make sense, but basically, like, when things do turn that way, do you say, all right, since this how it's played, I'm about to take it by the kahunas and do my one too?
I make wood for my fire. And that's what niggas gotta know about me. That's what they'll never understand. Is I know how to take their energy and make it wood for my fire. I know how to make it work for me. King of controversy.
Now this one, cause I think this the one where you say I planned for this to go sideways before I made the post. I expected it whole time. Y'all thought this was about signing when I knew all of y'all was gonna hold me. A small sacrifice to get the whole city in a frenzy. What do that mean to you?
I read the 48 Laws, bro. I read the Mastery. I read the Art of Seduction. You gotta understand, I'm Stretch Money, the legend. Stretch Money, everywhere I go, it ain't nowhere I don't go that a motherfucker, male or female, don't greet me and say, oh my God, the legend, and embrace me. It don't, everywhere I go, that's how I'm greeted, east to west, period. Gas station, Myers, Foot Locker, don't matter. That's what it is. So for me to put my pride to the side, no ego, no shame, no nothing, to fuck with a nigga that I know I ain't got no business fucking with in the first place, but I see the significance in what this could be, and maybe I could get the whole city to see and believe in the significance of how great of a play this could be if we actually pull this off, because it could have been magical. So my thing with that was I knew that me being me and sticking my neck out to do that, that niggas was gonna hold me, period. What? You know, this nigga broke. This nigga begging. Oh, he want to sign with Peezy. He want to. That's what Detroit do. They do the negative. That's what we do. That's what we do. We do that. I knew that was gonna happen. I expected that. But I knew that if this shit went sideways, I was gonna expose it. Period.
Because even here, like you said, it say niggas from the city taking sides. Like I was the one doing the hating. And they literally hating on me. The psychology, you Detroit niggas is cooked once and for all.
Fucking with me.
Yeah.
Yes. Everybody, you cooked once and for all for fucking with me. Yeah, you niggas is crazy. You niggas is crazy. Y'all niggas playing me, hoeing me, and laughing at me, and got all this raving and ranting going on. Like I was the one doing the hoeing and hating. So a nigga put his pride to the side and stick his neck out, and y'all hoeing me. Y'all disrespecting me. Make that shit make sense. Huh. Yeah.
And so like even with the, and we ain't gotta say no names, but like even with the addition of like how it's spawning into something bigger with more and more opinions.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I really hate to reveal my secrets, but the thing is this: positive or negative, it's all great pub for me. And that's what you niggas gotta know. Keep it the fuck up. Flat out. You not dealing with no kids. You not dealing with no nigga who's stupid. Keep on raving and ranting about me. Talk about me, because that's what need to get done. And we gonna bring awareness to this real shit. Flat out, nigga. Fuck.
What's your overall message to Detroit, man? Right now, right here. You feel me? Overall.
I ain't got no message for Detroit. I ain't got no message for Detroit. You understand? Because right now, because I said the city, everybody that's behind that shit, y'all all hoes. Because y'all standing with a nigga that been doing whole shit, and everybody been accepting shit, and it ain't just him and that. It's on everything. Y'all been accepting a whole lot of whole shit, and I done called everybody out about it, and now niggas talking about they got a ticket on me, death threats and all kind of shit. Nigga, get real, nigga. Get real. And if it's like that, it's like that. Let's get it.
The only thing that I will say is, in terms of that, man, the disclaimer is, this shit is music at the end of the day. You feel me? Everybody trying to provide, take care of their families, all that good shit. This shit is competitive, man, at the end of the day. And granted, motherfuckers say shit, do shit, you feel me, that niggas may not agree with or feel 100%. But by no means is it acceptable or permissible for violent activity on any level, you get what I'm saying, to take place over some music shit. That's just me personally speaking. You get what I'm saying?
The key to surviving these type of situations, I don't got the luxury of worrying about what every fucking little nigga's doing, or what you know, everybody coming at me right now. If I gave that shit the energy, I'd drive myself crazy. Going reading comments,
everything.
And nah, that's not how you do this shit. The king fight the war from the inside. You feel me? Like when they go down, the king ain't on the battlefield. He construct the way it go. You feel me? I'm off in the motherfucking dragon's lair.
Real shit.
Conducting how this shit about to go.
That's crazy, because I saw somebody comment, like, that was in your My Story too. A person was acknowledging, like, this motherfucker Stretch is the master of 48 Laws of Power.
Yeah, that's one of my niggas I was locked up with, my nigga Ruddy. But that's what I'm saying. That's a nigga I was locked up with. And that's a nigga that's a real, that's my nigga. That's my baby. Real street nigga. Real gangster. Thoroughly credible. from where he from all the way out that way and all the way down to the city. Real thorough, solid nigga. You feel me? And got a lot of love and respect for me. But like it's like I said, bro, like motherfuckers be taking me for one type of nigga, but really, I mean, bro, I mean, I'm a nigga that done been through all of it, nigga.
For real. We ain't even get to even add. Like I I personally know, you feel me, but for the people, like in terms of your upbringing, bro, and like, you know what I mean, where you from and shit.
Mm-hmm. All day. Yeah, I'm from East Warren. I'm from East Warren.
What high school you end up going to?
I graduated from Finney.
Finney.
I graduated from Finney High School. Cherished and loved and adored. Respected. I was an honor roll student in high school. Hey, listen, man, you know, you got niggas who rap, but then you got like niggas like me who come from a certain era of rapping. And we come from an era where it was intellect in rapping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or at least you wanted to try to at least, you know, you wanted, you know, you're gonna have something slick about your shit. It wasn't no retarded rap.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
What I about to say, what initially drew you into the music shit though, into the art form? What was that moment where you said, this is what I want to do? At 19, you reached like that height, but prior to that, what moment did you say, shit, man, this is what I really want to do? I fuck with this music shit.
Bro, when I seen Rakim Microphone Fiend video as a baby, I kind of knew that this is what I wanted to do.
I ain't gonna lie though, like that's one of them things too, like during that time, man, with you being gone and shit, I know that had to fuck with you, considering, you feel me? I know you said you didn't feel like you took a big dip, you know what I mean, in terms of it, but still, like, you was arguably hottest nigga in the city, and you feel me?
Well, I just feel like before going to the joint, like that shit was going down anyway.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it really wasn't like I was like leaning on no rapper. Like that shit was already, you know, on the decline, like I said, like, and I was ready to do different things. Like nothing was the same. Like, you know, nothing was the same, bro. After my first album, nothing was the same anyway.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and I know why. The real truth. Like for a minute, I just felt like people ain't fuck with me. I felt like ain't nobody fuck with me. Like what the fuck happened? Like my second CD was, The Punishment was way better than the first one. It was better than Take Money to Make Money.
And that was all up under the same structure?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It was under Crane. Crane went to prison. After Take Money to Make Money dropped and all the success came, Crane went to the joint. My CEO, my president of the label, Crane went to prison.
How pivotal was Crane in terms of developing, or like not even developing, but just more so like assisting you and just pushing just everything, because y'all had the streets on lock. And to
I'll use this.
All right, for sure.
Yeah,
y'all had the city on lock, and I'm sure it was like a bunch of minds coming together to create something great. You get what I'm saying? What role do you feel like Crane played, you know, in that particular time?
Man, I did the rapping. He was the mastermind. He masterminded that shit.
100.
No taking that away from him. At that particular point in time, his planning and his structuring and the way he put it together, it was perfect for the time and it worked. A definite masterful plan.
What was the most important things that you learned in there? And what was like some of the most craziest shit that you saw that made you just be like, bro, this shit lame as fuck, or, you know what I mean? Like, this shit dangerous as fuck, whatever that thought may be.
It was certainly dangerous. I seen a nigga get turned in there.
When you say turned, what you mean?
Turned, like
from a from straight to that?
Yeah, I seen a nigga get turned. I seen a young nigga start fucking with one of the niggas that was turned.
Damn.
I seen the young nigga, he was 25. I seen him. You know, he had some time, he was down. He ain't had that, like, you know, we could be judgmental on the time he had and say that wasn't enough time to do that.
Yeah,
but, never mind his time. he ended up hitting niggas.
Damn.
And he was younger than me.
Damn.
And it was just like, damn, like, and then, you know, like him and Dog falling out in there and fighting and shit.
Right.
And, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit
that
crazy.
Shit was crazy.
Yeah, but you know, soon as I hit the compound, like,
yeah, I gotta know everybody knew who the fuck you
they
was.
did.
Like,
They did. I was way in Ohio, but when I got there, like,
you did, dude. You was in
It
Ohio.
was niggas in Ohio, and it was niggas from home that knew who I was, and the word went around ASAP. Shout out to Moochie, shout out to Fat Tone. Them niggas blessed me. They gave me care packages, food, toothbrushes. They gave me my whole kit without even going to the motherfucking hookup. I was kidded. You feel me?
Love, bro.
But my first night there, I got into a nigga that had been down 20 years. And, you know, he had his knife in his hand on me. Big as hell, 3 times my size.
Let's pivot a little bit into the industry, man. Like, I want to talk about the females. There's a lot of female. You got the Sexy Reds. You got, of course, the Mays, the Cardi B's and shit. But with Sexy Reds in particular, with the type of music that she making, you being a lyricist, understanding the nuances of music.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the wave of how like the women rap? How you feel about it?
That shit, honestly, I don't like it. Not liking, or excuse me, disliking something is not illegal. Do I get it in a wicked, evil, genius way? Fuck yeah. With Sexy Red, yes, I do. I get it. I understand it. It's more like, okay, I'm gonna be the worst bitch.
Right.
And once you kind of grasp that, you have a different understanding of her. It's a little easier to accept. It's kind of like the female cousin that's ghetto as fuck.
And you accept her for
and
who
it's
she
like,
is,
you know what, that's just how that's cuz.
For sure.
You know what I mean? My thing is with it though, as a man, I have a problem with the agenda and how the agenda is pushed. You know, I'm a guy that loves the art. I've always kind of felt like rapping was a man's sport. You know what I mean? I've always only had only a few female artists that I like. Coming up, I liked Rod Digger. You know, MC Light.
Yeah.
You know, Queen Latifah. You know what I mean? Remy Ma.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I liked it. You know, and of course I can't leave out Foxy.
Yeah.
And Lil Kim.
For sure.
You know what I mean? But I like when a woman can bring it like a nigga. And I think we all do in that sense. Like, can get in here. That's why we like Rage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or, you know, like, that's why we liked Kim. Because she got in there and threw them hoes with Biggie and them. Like, woo! Her Foxy verses was just as fire as Jay's and Nas's. And like, you know what I mean? So, but think about that then. Like, and how the women were in the agenda.
Is it a difference though? Cause when you listen to Lil Kim and the shit that she was saying, the shit she was wearing, like, you know.
No, you right. Is there a difference? It is a difference. It's a difference in how it's done today. And that's the difference. How it's done and how it's delivered. That's the difference. You feel me? Today, it's just outright raunchy.
Like the worst shit I can say
like
is the best shit I can say.
You got to think about it, bro. Think about it. We got Cardi B, right? Cardi B wasn't the worst. She was actually like She wasn't the worst of the worst. You feel me? She was just a representation
of what's about to come type shit.
Of baby girl from the way. She just so happened to be dope when she spit. Can't nobody say she ain't dope. I love everything, the impediment, the speech impediment, the way certain words get delivered, that all that shit make her sweet as hell. That Puerto Rican, what was old girl name in Gloria from White Man Can't Jump. You know what I'm saying? She got that thing though. That port like that thing. She got that thing.
No
like
doubt.
And she dope as fuck, right? But then you got Meg. And this almost is kind of like in chronological order. We got Cardi.
That's how it happened.
We got Cardi, then we got Meg and so forth and so on. So then we got the City Girls, right?
Yeah.
Now the City Girls, it was like, oh my God. Like, right? They come out lines was crazy.
Yeah.
Every song, they come out lines was retarded. Like
quotables.
Yeah, right.
That other females
fucking on a scamming ass, rich ass nigga.
Yeah, yeah.
You feel me? So now we've gotten to Sexy Red. She had to be the worst of the worst in order for it to work damn near. Damn. Oh, and I left out Glorilla.
Glorilla.
Because remember,
prerequisite right before.
And then bam, Sexy Red. So Sexy Red gonna have to be the worst of the worst hoes.
Now my question with that, bro, is because now I'm seeing the hip hop industry basically become a thing of the worst shit you can say is the best.
That's what it is, bro. That's what it is. Think about homie that and this ain't no disrespect to his name. I just can't say it correctly. Big fella that had the I Have AIDS shirt and the shit. Bro, he line for line retarded.
What you talking about? I had
AIDS. BDF.
Oh, Pac-Man?
Pac-Man.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so look. Yeah, this shit is to the worst of the worst you can say when we got artists like the homie Pac-Man, like his lines be retarded.
Yeah. And that's picking up off that Flint, like the Flint wave, and only in terms of like the shit that they saying, the shit that niggas, you feel me, like the worst shit, but it's the funniest shit and the sweetest shit. Like it end up being the sweetest shit.
Yeah. It's exciting.
How do you feel about a person being an industry plant without knowing they want? Like, being that the industry encourages certain
like I get it, man. You know, in a sense, of course I feel sorry for somebody because you can end up in that shit deep and you be having a lump in your throat every day.
Damn.
Imagine that, a lump in your throat every day because you doing some shit you don't want to be doing.
Yeah, like I think about Sukiyana.
Exactly. Now we saw her cry out.
Yeah. I'm glad you with me on it because that's what I'm thinking about.
Now listen, we saw her cry out and then we saw her sprawled across that red carpet flow with the splits with the Yeah. You feel me? So it's like now let's talk about how we saw her hurting from that shit. Damn. And obviously somebody got her together and she cut her switch back on and like, well, you know what, I'm gonna just take it all away.
Because how do you do it? Somebody gotta, you know what I mean? There's no way that this is your life.
It's very seldom that an artist, I feel like an artist actually comes into the game and pushes the agenda that they want to push. Those days is over. But it's like, it's still only few niggas that get to kind of like be who they are and push what they own, like a Meek Mills. You know what I mean? Like a Ross. Like Ross been the boss.
Yeah, since day one.
That's been the thing, the boss.
Yeah.
And he stuck to it.
No doubt.
You feel me? Unfortunately, like for artists, and like the thing is with that, bro, I feel like women are always going to be the first and the easiest to get when it comes to manipulating You know,
in terms of perpetuating the
yeah,
like
you know
them
what I
coming
mean?
to them saying,
Because really you could just keep saying, I'm gonna give you this, I'm gonna give you this.
yeah,
Just do this. I'm gonna give you this.
yeah,
I'm gonna give you
yeah,
this. Just do
like the pimp
this.
mentality on
Yeah,
a high level though.
you just keep saying, I'm gonna give you this. You gonna get this though. You just do this, you gonna get this. Watch this. Watch the results from this. You gonna, oh look, don't worry about it though. We gonna take care of you.
And you saying women more prone to accept that.
Yeah. Than a man. It ain't a diss. It's just man and woman. And it's gonna be easier to get these women into
For sure.
doing what they want them to do.
For sure.
You know, and it's women that's gonna be like, nah. But then they know it's the right ones where they gonna be like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's that exists every day.
sure.
Fuck it. I'll suck this fat nigga's dick.
For real though.
Fuck it. He got money.
For real. For real. For real.
Think about it. I suck this old man's dick. He got money. So with that mentality, well, here, baby, come on, do this.
Straight up.
I'll give you this.
Here's the
do this. I'll give you this.
No doubt. No doubt. How do you feel about, like, in terms of relationships? Do you feel like the music fucking up the relationships in terms of what women can give to men, or the whole idea of a broke nigga?
Maybe music is definitely a part of it. I guess. Yeah.
Even outside of the music though, just how do you feel about the state of relationships amongst the black community?
State of relationships amongst the black community. I wonder if, like, we even understand relationships while we're in them. We have a lot of, for the lack of better sentencing, it's hard for us, man. We be in relationships and just don't have an understanding of one another. And we cause for strenuous relationships and times and strain on one another from not understanding one another. And the bottom line, I feel like, it's just that.
Real talk.
You know, we could try to pick it all apart, but at the end of the day, it's just like, I don't get you, you don't get me. And then we got these, you know, like, it's crazy. Like, do you ever hear about, like, white people, like, having, like, you know, like, and I know we all do, but does it seem like the arguing and fighting that we do in the black community, does it seem like the same thing be happening with whites?
Hell no, it don't seem like it. Even if it is, like
we know that they got drunk husbands and shit like that and whatever. I think that in our shit, the black women fight the men more.
No, definitely. Yeah, definitely. And then it's an argument that the niggas be on hoe shit. Like, we just did an interview with a young lady named she go by Eat My Candy on Instagram or whatever, and she was just talking about broke niggas, you know. But she made a disclaimer before she said it. She say, I know it's gonna be some broke niggas in the comment section that basically we can't criticize a nigga in terms of money. You know, black women feel like they can't criticize a nigga in terms of getting money. It's like a sensitive topic. If you could just elaborate, just in general, like off of what I said, what you think in general?
Man, the thing about that is, it's always been that way though.
Man.
It's always been, you know, whether we like to say it or not, like, it's always been on that particular judgment. You know what I mean?
In terms of men having to get the money and women,
Yeah,
you feel
even if we compare it to back in the day when the man took care of the whole household himself and the lady stayed home, or she did this but she didn't work and he did it all, well then that just means that you looking for a man that's capable of doing that.
no doubt.
So the same mentality even exists still then. It's just in a different fashion. Now they just demand it different. They had to break away. We had to go through the independent woman phase.
Yeah.
You know, they had to gain that. You know, that was years of hard work. Then they got it. Now they got it. Now they big dogs. So their mentality is like, you know, nigga, you gotta be laying like this to fuck with me. And at the same time, bro, who can be mad? Hey, look, you kind of can't be mad at no ticket that no woman out here put on her pussy.
For real.
You feel me? She feel like her pussy worth this. And if she holding out and you can't have it, and these her standards, and you meet these standards and you can have it, then that's just what she on. And let's not act like, as men, I'm a man with a daughter, we ain't gonna act like I ain't teaching her, and schooling her on how to be. So who can be? I ain't mad at, you know, everybody got judgment about everything, but for real, bro, I just look at this shit and be like, you know, I'm a nigga that, you know, I see it from the villain and the hero side. So for me, with some shit like that, for real, you got to think, man, I'm a nigga that really got a mentality that where I could pimp, right? So if I'm a nigga that got a mentality where I could pimp, how can I be mad at a bitch for what type of price she put on her pussy?
Got you. And then even to the point, like you said, bro, there's no way in the hell that you're going to tell your daughter, like you're definitely going to tell your daughter, hey, if you going to do it, you better make sure you feel me?
I told my daughter, and I'm going to keep telling her, when you do that, you giving up a piece of your soul.
Real talk.
Make sure he worthy of a piece of your soul.
Oh, that's real shit. That's real shit.
That's what's happening.
Oh, for real.
Feel me?
And now let's pivot a little bit. I just want to get into a little bit about this Detroit music.
Let's get it
first and foremost, I need your all-time top 5. You being who you is, bro, I gotta get your all-time top 5 just to get into the psyche. You get what I'm saying?
My all-time top 5 in Detroit or entirely?
Entirely.
Rakim, Big, and really, like I said, Pac, really kind of like first all the time.
So this not particular order.
It's not a particular order. It's just kind of like, and top 5 is really, it's not enough. It's really not enough. But I'll give you Pac, Rakim, Big, Jay, Nas.
Man, that's a hell of a 5.
Nipsey.
Yeah. Damn, Nipsey. What made Nipsey surpass so many? Because I'm sure there's so many other legends that you could name.
He the closest thing that I felt to Pac since we lost Pac.
Wow.
The closest, realest thing. Music is just really true at heart. You know what I mean? Like, shit was pure, and, you know, he gave us game. And a lot of niggas is rapping, but it ain't no game in what they saying or what they saying outside of rap. Niggas ain't giving no game. So that's why I love Nipsey, because he did that.
It's important that you say that. So you do feel that outside of the music, especially if you're not giving game in the music, you feel like people should be more present on social media, kind of dropping jewels, or just in general, just kind of letting niggas know how to move or what?
I can't say what people should be doing. You know, we have a few elders that do that. Gilly, Wallow, you know what I mean? So forth and so on. It's more. you know. So I just felt like that's what I take to in someone's artistry, especially if, like, you know, if I'm gonna end up like loving an artist, it's probably gonna be because of that.
No doubt. That makes sense. That makes sense.
I mean?
Now let's go to Detroit. We're gonna do top 5, and then after we do the top 5 of Detroit, then we're gonna go into some of your favorite artists out the city that you know that you got your eye on or that you fucking with.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I know.
Top 5 out the city.
Yes, sir. All the time.
My top 5 out the city all time.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Esham, Big Hurt, like a motherfucker. Eminem. Wine. Who else?
One more.
Deezy.
That's a hell of a list. That's a hell of a list.
Yeah.
What made you put Deezy in there? Because the only reason why I say that, it's not because Deezy ain't who Deezy is. But even when you name Wine, anybody that listen to Wine shit, you know, bar for bar, he's gonna give you that shit. Gonna give you that shit.
Yeah.
Hurt gonna give you that shit.
Yeah.
But Deezy gonna give you his shit. You feel me? Deezy is, right? But he a real nigga first.
You ready?
I'm ready. Go ahead.
Bro, Deezy was the greatest showman. Incredible. You know, and I left out Malik. I didn't mean to.
Nah, for sure. Yeah, shout out to Malik. Yeah.
But the significance in me saying Deezy is that right there. He was really the greatest showman I have ever seen in the city of Detroit when it comes to performing. The energy, his essence. He really glorified, like in that time, like he really was that. He was incredible.
I can attest to that, though. Even though I think I was a little bit too young to get into the clubs and shit to see, but bro, through the records, though, you can feel that energy.
If you could have seen the Zoo Bar when In My Hood came on, if you could have seen anywhere when that shit came on and he was on the mic, shit ain't been beat to this day. like T Grizzly shit with the first day out was fucking phenomenal. That was crazy. Like, you know, with the crowd participation and shit like that. And like Sada go crazy too. His performances and his shows and the way the people say his shit and he don't.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But bro, and for me to pick mine, and from the time I'm from, you know, I mean, it got a lot to do with that.
That makes
sense. You know what
I
mean? Yeah, dog. Deezy was out cold,
man,
bro.
Shout out to Deezy, man.
Deezy, bro.
So, cause like, all right.
And but his music was hard as hell. Let's be clear.
No
like I do know without me saying it that we clear on that.
Hell yeah, yeah, absolutely, no doubt about it. So now we're gonna go to the new school.
Yeah.
we're gonna go into the new school, man. Name some of your favorite artists. Even if you're not listening to them, but somebody that you would listen to during this time span, this time frame.
Man.
Top 5.
Man, you gonna cap it?
Yeah, I got to. I got to.
Man.
Matter of fact, no, I ain't gonna cap it because it may be. I ain't gonna cap it. Go ahead.
The cap, we can cap it. It's cool.
No, I don't want to because I really feel like it's important for people.
It's kind of because our range, it's a range. So it's like, bro, to be real, even in this interview and despite what's going on, like I really admire Peezy shit.
Straight up.
Like, I ain't did no hating this whole time, like until this shit then turned into what it was.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So let's just start. Man, I really enjoy I really it's crazy. You can edit this shit.
Yeah.
All right, look. Top 5 who I would listen to right now. I like right out the gate, nigga, FMB DZ.
Straight up.
I fuck with DZ.
Nah.
I like DZ.
What you like about DZ?
I like DZ a lot. I like his patterns. I like his delivery. I like his content and the shit that he choose to say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's exhilarating.
It is.
Yeah.
DZ definitely he don't just say anything. You gotta listen.
Yeah, it's like he got the kind of flow where it seems like he really be hollering. Yeah, you feel me? Like sure. It ain't no really to it. That nigga sweet as hell. You know, Sadako.
What you like about Sada? I want you to at least say one thing that you like about each.
I feel like he's the ultimate warrior of rap. If you know wrestling and remember the Ultimate Warrior, just just the saying in that the Ultimate Warrior, like he has a thing where every variation of his artistry is kind of like it's endless. It's no cap in him, for real. It's for real. That like I told niggas a long time ago, I'm like, bro, that nigga, he can go to Funk Flex and cut up.
No, for real.
Like that'd be crazy to see him do that. Like, because it'd be the likes of which nobody has ever seen. You ain't never seen this type of energy and delivery. And you talking about, and like he got the bar, he got it where he got that run along flow. He ain't gonna stop. It's just, you know what I mean? So that is very that shit is dope. I'm trying to think, bro.
So far you got Peezy, you got DZ, and you got Sada. Two more.
Oh, Vez.
Vez.
I fuck with Vez shit.
What about Vez shit?
I like how he's adapted his own formula and sound. And he's running it down because that's what we watch these niggas in the game do and get their money. I mean, we done watched niggas like the Baby for the last few years run the same energy and sound down.
Not even that you're not capable of doing something different, but you understand what
I'ma keep running what's working.
Yeah.
And that's what I like and respect about watching Vez make that transition.
Sure.
And, seeing him do it and understanding mentally his capabilities and where he at with it. Sure. Like knowing that he has that understanding. And we watching the success of that.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So, yeah. Shout out to Vez. I ain't got another one.
All right. That's
I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of people, bro. But that's the type of shit. It's just hard.
Yeah, it's gonna be going on and on because I'm sure you got shit. The list goes on. You got Ray.
Yeah, I like
motherfuckers
I was gonna say I fuck with Ray, like I said, but it's really like the thing about me. It's like I listen to shit from home. And people from home, music from home, artists from home. I tap in to see what's going on and see who's who and who's saying what. Oh yeah, that's fire.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's fire.
Yeah.
Like I ain't biased in no type of way. But I be riding this shit like West Side Gun, though.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Like,
so nigga, the shit that you listening for. It's
you know
different.
what I mean? Like, so it's like I tap in with everybody from home
for sure
to be like, oh yeah, that shit's sweet.
Now this is my question too, because you got 3 people in particular that I personally feel like if they did an album together, they'd fuck not just the city up, but the world up on a bar for bar tip, but still on the young nigga shit. T Grizzly, bar for bar, Skillet Baby.
Mm-hmm.
Bar for
Forgot
bar.
about dog. That nigga sweet as hell.
Yeah. And Cash Kid. Bar for bar.
Cash from the way. That
I
nigga
feel
sweet
like
as hell.
for the younger generation on the bars tip, I feel like they punchlines and shit just
that would be
dumb.
Overwhelming.
Crazy.
That would be fucking like, oh my God.
You
like,
get what I'm saying, though? I'm glad you understand what I'm saying.
That's just like, sheesh.
Straight up.
Like, and if they on every song, nigga, oh my God.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
that would just be like, yeah.
That's
like
crazy.
us, bro, because like Grizz and Dirk shit was cold.
No doubt.
That shit was cold. I was like, this shit sweet as hell.
For real.
You know, so.
No, that'd be hard, bro.
Yeah, but that shit would be hard as hell.